Hi guys, so next sensation preview list, we got the Detroit Lions. They had Tennessee championship game last year. They had a really good year. A lot of good draft classes lately. So first, for the head coach, they got Dan Campbell. He's a great head coach. A lot of people weren't sure about his hiring at first because he was, as you see, he wasn't a coordinator. He wasn't even a coordinator for the Saints. He was their tight end coach, but worked out pretty well. He's a really good coach. And OC, you got it, Ben Johnson, a guy who was 2 years in a row has had opportunities to leave for a head coaching job, but he decided to stay because he thinks the Lions are a special team, which they are. They're a really good team. It's just like, so we'll see. But like, eventually he's gonna leave. Like, you would think he wouldn't stay forever. By him, he also before that he spent 3 prior seasons as Lions assistant. And at DC, you got Aaron Glenn, another good DC. This is his fourth season. He came with Dan Campbell. Prior to coming to the Saints, was 2016, 2020. He was the Saints. I mean, he come Lions. He was the Saints DB coach 2016, 2020. So he spent time with Campbell. Campbell used to be a Lions player too. He was a former Lions tight end. Like Glenn's another guy who's had opportunities to leave. He's also stayed. Like I don't know how many opportunities, but I guess had a couple to leave for head coaching jobs. Sounds like that's it for the coaching staff. They got a really good coaching staff. It's just like looking into next year, like they don't probably have to change their coaching staff a decent amount because you would think at least one of the coordinators leave for head coaching jobs, assuming they have good years again. Because like we've thought people like, oh, they'll be head coach next year. Then they had a bad year and now they're out of the league. Like the Bucks former OC, is it Brian Leftwich? Is that his name? He's like, give me a sec. Yep, Brian Leftwich. Like he almost had before the Jaguars hired Pearson, they almost hired him, but he stayed and then stayed here for the Bucks. He got fired. Like yeah, like things can change, but we'll see. So that's it for the coaching staff. Let's go to the depth chart. Quarterback, got Jared Goff. You paid him for a reason. Like that Matthew Stafford trade was like win-win. Like Rams, like they got Stafford and they won a Super Bowl. Lions got Goff and they got multiple other picks. And the Lions might win a Super Bowl too. Like they have a really good team. So I guess a really good quarterback. Behind him, we got Nate Sudfeld and Hooker. If you don't Lions, you're kind of hoping Hooker is the backup of Sudfeld. Because Hooker never really touched the field all last year because Goff played all season, but also because he's still recovering from his injury at Tennessee his final year of college. But like you hope Hooker can develop and be your backup for Sudfeld. Sudfeld's okay backup, but he's not that good. Answer that. Where you're running back from. You're loaded. You have two really, really good running backs. And maybe behind him, we got Craig Reynolds, who's he's a pretty good third running back. You got David Montgomery. Like he was great. Two. He had a good year. He had a really good year with the Lions last year. A good year with the Bears. His final year there. Like, with the Bears, yeah, but yeah, like he's really good. Like and then behind him, like it was more of a 1A 1B situation. But so you got Jahmyr Gibbs. He had a great rookie year. Like he he had a decent chance of winning rookie of the year, but he didn't obviously. But still, he had a great year. He's a big part of their team stepping up. I think Craig Reynolds. He's had some good. He's okay games. Like he just barely played, but he's a good blocking running back. And then we got CM Baki. Yeah, I feel like he was a first round pick, so he'll probably make the team. But he also got some other young developmental guys and Jake Monk and Donovan Knight, so those guys might do it too. So that's if you're running back from you're really good at running back. Like, yeah. It's like let's go to our receiver. You got one of the top 5 receivers in the league. You got him on Ross St. Brown. He got paid. He was well worth it. Like he was a steal in the 21 draft in the fourth round. I think yeah, that's my best stats. 119 yards, 1,500 yards. I mean, 119 receptions, 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns. like all those three top stats are top 5 in their receiving stats. Like that's really good. Like, yeah, like and you get, and behind him you got Jameson Williams, who hasn't done much, but his rookie year was didn't really do much. Like last year's kind of his rookie year. 'Cause his rookie year he didn't really play much because he was only able to get there until late 'cause he tore his ACL at Bama. And then last year he started off the season on suspension, so he didn't even he hasn't played a full season yet. So like, and they're counting on him being good and breaking out and being their number 2 wide receiver. 'Cause they don't really have much behind him, and Amon-Ra, like Williams is really speedy. Number 3, you got Khalif Raymond. He's okay, like kind of hope like Donovan Peoples-Jones. He's kind of far down their depth chart. I feel like he'll probably be battling for more of their number 3 wide. They traded for him in the middle of the season last year for a reason. Like they brought him back, so I doubt he's not the number 7 behind these other 3 guys. So if Peoples-Jones or Raymond, one of those guys are number 4, that's really good. And neither of them are really that good of number 3s. But so you don't really have a lot of guys that can step up into number 2. Just saying if Williams gets injured again or something happens. And then behind them, you got Reese Mountain and Tom Kennedy, more developmental. Yep, really just developmental guys. Same with Antoine Green. Already talked about Peoples Jones. Then you, sorry. Then you got Isaiah Williams and Reese Alexander, and developmental guys. Okay, that's really about it. And Tre'Quan Smith, he had some good, decent years with the Saints, but he's dealt with a lot of injuries. So we'll see if he can make this team. So yeah. That's it for our receivers. Let's go to tight end. Got another steal in this last draft in Sam Laporta. He was the top tight ends in the league. He had 86 receptions, 889 yards, 10 touchdowns. Like just really good as a rookie tight end. It's insanely good. Yeah, like he's a top tight end. Behind him, you got a pretty good backup in Brock Wright. Like before they got Laporta, he was their starter after the trade acts the previous year. He was good. Behind him, we got Shane Gilstra and James Mitchell. Mitchell probably doesn't make the roster. Gilstra probably will, and he's a okay backup. Then let's go to their offensive line. They got a great offensive line. Like they don't really have a weakness. Like really the only thing that can hurt them might be injuries. And Zaylor is getting older. So yeah, left tackle we got Taylor Decker, another guy you paid this offseason. Like, yeah, he was well worth the pay. He's great. Like he's one of the few players left before Dan Campbell came here, and he's been great. Then behind him, a tackle we get Dan Skipper. He has had to start sometimes. He's okay backup, but yeah. And then behind them, you got Giovanni Manu, young developmental guy. Then let's go left guard. You got Graham Glass now. You brought him in last offseason, and on a 1 year deal, you re-signed him this offseason. He's been pretty good for them when he needed to start. But yeah, he's been good. Then behind them, you got Coyote, Wiska, Duke Clemens, young developmental guys. Really sucks that Moody's on IR and is done for this season already because he's shown flashes where he's a decent guard and like that would have helped have that depth. But he's done at center. You're really good there too. You got Frank right now, top 5 center, maybe even the top one if with Kelsey now gone too. Like he's for sure one of the top ones. Like yeah, behind him, you got a lot of young developmental guys pretty much and easy. Um, Cool and Brian Hudson, really just young developmental guys. There's some most of their backups, that's why Skipper is on the defense line. Just all young developmental guys. Expect a lot from them right now. Then go right guard, you brought in Kevin Zeitler. He's had a pretty good last few years for the Ravens. Like, and he's been good for a long time. It's just he's getting up there. So how much longer can he stay good? But he should still be good this year. But still, like 34 isn't very young. And behind him, you got Ike Whitaker. He's okay back up. Then behind them, you got Chris Maloney. You draft him. Hopefully, you can develop him and be your replacement for Tyler once he's gone and most likely retired because he probably just retire after this contract. He's a pick, so it's kind of hard. Might not make the roster, but for 30 practice squad at least, I think. We'll see. You're right tackle. You're got a really, really good right tackle. Another guy that got paid for a good reason this offseason. He deserves it. Like, he's a really good tackle. He, like, a lot of people were knocking him in the 2021 draft because they thought they should have drafted a wide receiver. But they worked out pretty well throughout the tackle. And, yeah, like, these are really good. And he's well worth that payday. And then we get Colby Slurstall and Connor Galvin, decent back development. The skipper can play both tackle positions. Some can play some guard too, so he might switch between backups. He is too. So he gets injured, which can happen. So that's if their offense. You're really, really, you're doing pretty dang good on your offense. So yeah, that's it for the offense. So yeah, let's go to their defense now. First, let's go to edge. Got Aiden Hutchinson. He's a great guy. Like, a lot of people thought he should have gone first overall in this draft class, and he's proven he should have over Trayvon Walker so far. Great. Like, had 11 and a half sacks last year, 3 forced fumbles. He had one pick. Yeah, his rookie year, he had 3 picks. Yeah, as an edge rusher, it's pretty good. Most edge rushers don't get many interceptions. Then opposite edge of him, you're kind of hoping guys like Josh Pascal and James Hughes can step up and be your number two. Stanford's injury prone. He was for a first round pick, but he's pretty injury prone. But Houston has shown he can be the number two edge. Just he didn't have as great a year last year. He did his first year. So we'll see. Denver can be good edge. Problem is he's never healthy. It seems like last year for the Vikings, he barely played. His last year with the Saints before that, he barely played. He's on a 1 year deal, so see what happens. Go defensive tackle. Gally, Gally McNeil is a good defensive tackle helping develop, but he also brought in DJ Reader to help be your number two, your number three number tackle. We'll see when he comes back because he's on the up list, so that he might not be right back right at the start of the regular season. But even then, it's not a huge loss because you do have McNeil. And you also got Levi Onwuzurike, who's a good backup. You got Kyle Pico. He might make, depending on what Reader does, might make the roster just to start the season, especially with a guy like John Comiskey out for the year already. Say like Rekovich and developmental guys, like hopefully he can develop some more. And Maroon Zariki kind of the same thing, but he's getting a little older, so they might not get a lot better at this point. And the Pico's just there. Then Martin and Mingo, they're younger developmental guys too. Like you're not really expecting much from them. Probably practice squad guys. Maybe one of them makes the roster. Same with the Mitchell Cody and Isaac Okua. Probably one of those two makes the roster, just because he did lose Kaminsky for the season. So they like to carry a lot of extra defensive linemen. So yeah, that's it for the defensive line. Now let's go to the linebacker core. You got another good pick in the first round, and then last draft, and Jack Campbell. Like a lot of people, like it wasn't that was they didn't think he would be a good player. It was just a lot of people didn't think he would be worth the top 20 pick, which I think he was. He's a good linebacker. And that's the guy Alex Angeloni. He's another good linebacker. Like Campbell could be the number one. That's good. Behind him, you got Malcolm Rodriguez, rookie year, he did pretty good as well. So he has to get Jalen Lawrence, just a backup guy. And then Derek Gilbert, Alex Jefferson, I'm also a practice squad guy because they have Reeves, Wave, and Rodriguez. They don't have a ton of run for them. You also get Derek Barnes. As your number three, that's pretty good. And then you also get Ben Neiman. He's okay now. Also might play some outside linebacker as well. So yeah, so that's it for the linebacker core. Let's go to the secondary. He made that big trade for Content Davis. He's a good number corner too. But then you also drafted Arnold in the first round. That's a steal. Like, yeah. Then you also drafted Eric Rakestraw in the second round. Like you kind of hope Rakestraw can be your third corner over Robertson. But Robertson's a fine third corner as like your slot guy. Brian Branch can also play some slot. And then behind them, you got Amanda Mosley. He's torn his pec, so he's going to be out for a little bit. So we'll see when he comes back. Behind them, we got, I already talked about Rakestraw. We got Kendall Vindor. He's a decent backup. He also got Khalil Dorsey and Stephen Gilmore. Probably Dorsey makes his roster until Mosley's back. Then, yeah, let's go to safeties now. We got Brian Branch. He didn't play. He had a good year last year. He's a rookie. He'll probably get some more playing time. He can also play in the slots. You can have Alfredo be your starting strong safety. Branch in slots and at times get all on the field. You also got Kirby Joseph. He's he's a decent free safety. He can get better because this is his third year, so he's still young. He's only 23, 24. He's turning 24 in November. We'll see what happens. But then we got him behind him. We got Fatu Malafano. He's a good backup. Brent Joseph. We didn't get drafted. He's a rookie. He's a UFA. Because I was going to get drafted. So we'll see. You probably make the roster as you're on your backup safeties. You don't have a ton behind. You know, really good backups. This is probably why he decided to send the Lions. We also got CJ Moore and Helen Garnis. Well, they're not gonna make the roster unless Jeff is this is terrible. And Lauren Strickland and Maurice Morris, just depth backups. So that's it for their defense. They got good defense too, and you got good DC. Like you got two good coordinators, which also helps your team. If you have good play cards, it always helps because they can help just like disguise your weaknesses and make it not as big of weaknesses as it would be if you have bad DC. Versus bad DCs and LCs can make your weaknesses even more prominent. So yeah, that's a pretty defense. Let's go special teams. You got Jake Bates. You had Michael Badgley, but he's done for the year. Jake Bates, it's been a good year for the Michigan Panthers. The UFL, he gets some long picks. They helped them win games during the season. Like he's had a 60-plus yard. Let's see, but it sounds like he hasn't done the greatest on camp so far. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, he knows he might be the next Brandon Aubrey from the spring leagues to be a goal kicker in the NFL. Then you got punter, you got Jack Fox, he's okay punter. And then just go returners, you got Khalif Raymond. He's a he's a good returner. Same with Reynolds. Like Reynolds will probably help them make the roster. Peoples Jones can be a good returner as well. So yeah. Yeah, then you got the Hill Varsity, the backup kick returner. Biggest deal because most of the time returners don't get injured. Can happen sometimes. Then you got a long snapper battle. Oh, it's so exciting. Yeah, that's it for their roster. Like, they got a really good roster. Like, this team should have another really good season. And like, if it wasn't for those really bad drops against by Josh Reynolds, like, they might have made this their first ever Super Bowl last year. But Josh Reynolds had some easy drops. They cost him. Like, hey, he's gone. He's with the Broncos now. So as a pro team, let's go with your schedule. Start off the season with 2 games you should, or 3 games you should win. You should beat the Rams. You should beat the Bucks. You should beat the Cardinals. Like you got another rematch between Stafford and Goff, so that's the Rams are on the way into that really good badly, but especially after Lions knocked them out the playoffs. I still think the Rams are. I still think the Lions are going to win that one again because I still think the Lions have a better roster. And same the Bucks should be one. Should definitely win that one. Same the Cardinals one should be able to beat the Seahawks. Get your bye. They're probably going to lose this Cowboys game because it is in Dallas. I feel like you're probably splitting the Vikings series, so you're probably going to lose the one in Minnesota when they win at home. Because, like, yeah, they did. Lions did sweep the Vikings last season, but they barely beat them with backup quarterbacks that aren't even that good. And Nick Mullins, like, he's not that good. Like, there's no reason like he's fighting to make the Vikings roster this year. We brought in Sam Darnold and drafted J.J. McCarthy. The Vikings did. Titans win. Probably don't split seasons with the Packers because the Packers should be really good this year. So probably lose this one to Green Bay. Got the Texans. That's the 50 game. I feel like because they're both really good teams. Should beat the Jags. Should beat the Colts. I feel like probably knows. You're probably gonna like sleep on your division opponents. I feel like the Lions and the one. I just feel like because division opponents are really tough, and the one is either between the Vikings and the Bears. I feel like the Vikings are probably more likely to get swept just because they do have unproven quarterbacks. Versus the Bears do too, but they have a first overall pick and they have a lot of what they've got their team a lot better than last year. And you got home against the Packers, should win that one. Got home against the Bills. I think you're gonna win that one because they just have home. Got at the Bears. That should be a win, but still, the Bears, depending on Williams, how Williams does, the Bears should be good this year. Probably lose the Niners. Then you'll probably win this one against the Vikings. Like they have like some tough teams, like and like then they have some teams on their schedule that could be good this year, but they could also be bad depending on how their rookie quarterbacks do with the Bears and Vikings. And then same with like the Colts could be really good this year too. They could be good this year too if Christian has a good sophomore year. Coming into this draft, everybody knew he needed snaps to develop. Problem is, he didn't have all that in his rookie year because he got injured in 3 of the 4 games he played, and then he missed the rest of the season. But they made the playoffs with Minshew, so I feel like they should be thinking. I mean, I almost made the playoffs with Minshew, so they should be able to make the playoffs. Should be pretty good with Richardson as well. And that's their schedule. That's their team. They definitely should win their division. They should win their division again. Like Packers are probably be right behind them, but still, yeah, guys, thanks for listening. Hope you have a good one.